So today begins our journey, and I have pretty much the 8-point arc mapped out a little bit for the Immortal Legacy. So I'm going to show that to you here in a moment, and we're going to see if ChaptGPT 4 actually can get the job done. All right, so this is going down in real time. Thank you so much for following me on this journey. If you don't know who I am Dee Willis. I help you build digital product businesses online so that way you can start generating some automated income for yourself. So without further ado, let's jump on my computer and get this party started. Okay, here we are inside the Immortal Legacy 8-point arc. And as you can see, I fleshed it out a little bit. I do not know it all as of yet. I have started writing some of the scenes in the Immortal Legacy because I already had it written in mind. But this is the original arc of it. So the stasis is like everyday life. Kylon is sitting in the garden. He's kind of waiting for Bellcrest to arrive so they can do some training. And then the trigger happens is when Kylon takes a trip to Mr. Montauk's bakery because Bellcrest is becoming a man. He's coming into what they call in their immortal kingdom, he's coming into season. And he wanted to surprise him with something nice. But something mysterious happens, and Mr. Montauk kind of notices that, hey, it looks like something's coming. So what kicks Kylon into his quest is that he feels a warmth in his body, which draws him to the tower. And they do have Stone Tower in the Immortal Kingdom, and it's mentioned in the novel The Stone Tablet. And so the tower guides him and instructs him that he needs to take the stone to the hollow, for the dark hour has come, which is it is a prophecy from the novel. Then the surprise, there's several of them in this novella. One of them is Kylon can't make it to the hollow because he runs into the dark creatures. They kind of wound him. He puts himself into the immortal cloak, and once more, he needed to escape his adversaries. That's one surprise. Another surprise is he also has a secret love interest with Otazanga's mother. And Otazanga, you will know about him in the first chapter of Kylon the Stone Tablet. Now, the third surprise is that the last few days, reports of farm animals from butchers around the Immortal Kingdom, animals are being killed. Like, the farmers are finding their animals like messed up, and they don't know what's doing it. And so it's kind of messing with the meat in the food in the Immortal Kingdom. Now, Kylon has a choice to make. So he makes his choice to return back to the Immortal Kingdom because, remember, he went on his quest. He got hurt. He returns to the Immortal Kingdom and he saves Bellcrest because he believes the creatures are going to the Immortal Kingdom. So he ran out of time to get to the hollow, so he couldn't get there. So he had a choice. It's too many creatures. I'm wounded. Now what do I do? Do I keep going or do I go back? So he goes back, figuring if Bellcrest could just make it there himself, he will have a chance of saving Kylon. Now the climax comes during the Battle of Tinsgates. And the Battle of Tinsgates takes place inside of the first chapter in Kylon, the Stone Tablet. He helps Bellcrest escape in that book, in that chapter. And the reversal comes because Kylon is actually fighting. He's fighting for Bellcrest to escape. Bellcrest escapes, but Bellcrest doesn't know that Kylon is still fighting because Bellcrest has left. So in this case, Kylon is fighting, and the resolution is Kylon was able to save his girlfriend's daughter, who was good friends with Bellcrest and his best friend Odazanga's sister, basically. There we have it. So we're going to plug this into ChaptGPT 4. So I'm going to copy this and head over there. And let's see what ChaptGPT 4 can do for us. Okay, so now we're in ChaptGPT 4. And I am going to write a simple prompt because I am doing this journey on the spot. So you're following me, following along with me on this journey. So let's see. Let's prompt the AI. You are a best-selling fantasy fiction author and have already created a 8-point arc outline based on Nigel Watts 8-point arc structure. Please add more details in paragraph in an outline format of scenes that could take place within the structures mentioned below. So now I'm going to give it some space and I'm about to paste in what we wrote or what the 8-point arc is. So let's see what ChaptGPT can do with it. Oh, it's doing a wonderful job. Based on what I know I have in mind already. Okay, so this is the outline that ChaptGPT made for us. And I'm using 4, guys, so this is like the paid version. This is actually what it did for us in regards to this outline, which is really, really awesome. So I'm not gonna lie, this outline just surprised the heck out of me. And that is because some of the Immortal Legacy is already written. By it being a novella, it only needs to be between 20, some people do 17.5, but about 20 to 40,000 words for real. So it's not really, it doesn't have to really be a big book. You're looking at anywhere from 39 to 80 pages, if that. So like, guys, this is awesome to start working with. So now what I'm going to do, I have something to work with, right? I have what's going on in the stasis to help me write some scenes. And I know some scenes for some triggers and everything like that. So it's helping me break down to find out, you know, what's going on inside of this stasis and what's happening with the triggers, what's happening with the surprises. And I can mingle this into what I already have written. So we broke this down. I already know what they do in the garden. So they're not going to be meditating in the garden. That's not what's going to happen. He's not going to be meditating. He's actually waiting. Bellcrest arrives. Yes, he does. Discussing recent strange occurrences in the kingdom. No, he doesn't. So, because I don't even think he knows about them yet. But he could. This could be an idea that I can work with. Now, Kylon reflects on his past and peaceful times now threatened. No, he doesn't. Something else is happening with Kylon. So the trigger, journey to Montauk's hinting at ancient secrets. Montauk, I don't know about that. A sudden unnatural storm disrupts their trip. No, they don't go on a trip, but we can make an unnatural storm occur because it is something that's happening. And I could make an unnatural storm so that way it connects to what happens in Kylon the Stone Tablet. but it's hinting at dark magic, which nobody even is aware of but Kylon. So that's cool. And Mr. Montauk's cryptic warnings about an impending darkness. I could make Mr. Montauk some type of prophet in the book, give him more of a role because he really doesn't have one. And then the quest, Kylon's mystical connection to the tower reveals his destiny. He already knows what his destiny is. Hidden chamber in the tower unveils the stone and ancient prophecy. Kylon resolves strengths as he understands his role. He already knows all of this. Well, all of that stuff. A tense encounter with the dark creatures, showcasing Kylon. Okay, we already know that, which is displayed. His combat skills is displayed in the first book, in the novel, The Stone Tablet. Kylon's injuries reveal a vulnerability to his power. Kylon's connection with Oda Zanga's mother deepens through shared concern for their kingdom. No. So that's not gonna happen. But we can work on it, right? It's some things. You have to go through this for yourself and for your book. So if you can map out your 8-point arc, you will be good. Because even if you don't have an 8-point arc, let's see if it can create us one. Okay, how about that? So not only did I already have my arc kind of in my mind, and I wanted ChaptGPT-4 to expand on what I already had. Let's say you have no 8-point arc at all, but say you do want to write a story. So let's see if ChaptGPT-4 can actually create for us an 8-point arc coming from one single idea. So let's check that out. Okay, so we're going to start fresh, like there is no 8-point arc, nothing, right? And I'm going to use this on a real idea that I have. I have a book in mind, and it is another fantasy fiction book, but we're going to prompt the AI with, you are a best-selling paranormal shifter romance novel writer. Or we can just say writer, right? You have an idea for a story that has 4 sisters who are each going to fall in love with a different shape shifter. Please create 4 sisters. In this particular, because you want one at a time, in this particular novella, you will only be writing about one of the sisters' story, and she falls in love with a lion. You know this one's going to be a lion. Please plot out using the Nigel Watts 8-point arc structure. Thank you. Be nice to your AI. Now, this is an idea for a book I really have in real life that I haven't even started yet. But, I mean, I already kind of know the names and stuff already. But I haven't fleshed it out into an arc yet. You know, I just write down my ideas and leave them at that. So let's see what ChaptGPT-4 did for us with just an idea. Okay, so y'all already heard me spit out the idea. So let's talk about the stasis, the everyday life. Setting, a small mystical town known for its legends of shifters. Main character, Alara. I like the name. The youngest of the 4 sisters. She's curious, artistic, unaware of her family's deep connection to shifters. The trigger, the event. Alara encounters a majestic lion in the nearby forest, feeling an inexplicable connection. The lion is actually Leo. Of course, that's going to be his name. A lion shifter who has been watching over her family for generations. Now, that is interesting. Okay, that part got me. The quest, Alara seeks to uncover the truth about her family's past and her connection with Leo. That might be a little interesting. So the action, she delves into family lore, discovering secrets about the shifters and her ancestral bond. The surprise, here go the twist. Alara learns that her family is entrusted with protecting a sacred artifact that keeps the shifter world in balance. Now, I'm going to speak on GPT-4 right now. Every time I get to writing about some fantasy fiction in here, it always talk about a museum, some artifacts, something of that nature, and I don't like it. Okay, so I don't know what's up with ChatGPT-4, but they need to stop with the artifacts in museums and stuff like that. I'm telling you, but we can always make it something else. It doesn't have to be an artifact, but if you notice that when you're doing yours on ChatGPT-4, and it's giving you artifacts, just know it's giving me that too, right? So the complications is their growing affection is tested as they navigate the dangers of this hidden world. Okay. Critical choice. Faced with the threat to the shifter world, Alara must choose between her normal life and embracing her destiny alongside Leo. The consequences, her decision brings her closer to Leo, but puts them both in danger. So the climax, the slowdown. The showdown. So Alara and Leo confronted the antagonist and a rogue shifter seeking to disrupt the balance. Okay. So the resolution of this climax, their combined strength and love helped them triumph, securing the safety of both worlds. Okay, cool. So the reversal is Alara fully embraces her role in the shifter world, understanding her family's legacy, whatever that might be. Her relationship with Leo deepens, symbolizing the harmony between humans and shifters. Okay. Resolution, new normal. So here's goes the new normal. Alara and Leo start a life together, bridging the gap between the human and shifter realms. Okay, I'm not sure about that part. The tease hints at an upcoming story of Alara's sister, each destined to encounter their own shifter love. And I wouldn't necessarily tease that. Okay, I wouldn't tease that because we're gonna do a happily ever after with just the main characters and the next book in the series, because it's going to be named accordingly. So it's just gonna drop as another book because each one of these books should be able to stand alone. But it can hint at we can do like an epilogue where these two main characters in this book is together and one of the sisters happen to be there and something happens which takes her on her mission in her book. I mean, we could do something like that. All right. So you want to get your 8-point arc together first and start fleshing out some ideas. Use ChatGPT-4 as a tool. Get the ideas. Some of them you're going to like, some of them you're not going to like. And now you need to take pen to paper and write out your 8-point arc. Use some of the ideas, twist it up, make it funky, make it spunky and funky, right? And use ChatGPT as a tool for your creativity. So if you think something that you came up with is lame, type it in ChatGPT, let it know you are a best-selling blank, right? Author, whatever, writer. You came up with this idea, but you think it sucks. It needs to be more creative. It needs to be more romantic. It needs to be whatever. Give me X amount of ideas and take some of the ideas, mix them up, combine them. Poof, you done made something unique. You done made something of your own. So I hope this was helpful. And believe me, in the meantime, I'm going to be working on the 8-point arc for the Immortal Legacy. So that way in the next video, we can start fleshing out scenes. So if you like this, be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.